My dad's dead. Now my mother washes laundry for a living and we live in a tenement. My newspaper selling isn't enough. Things are not working out too well. I might have to get a real job. I will work at the ironworks. On what? I don't know. I shall meet the yardmaster and he will assign me a job. I don't want to, but I must. Oh, I hope it won't be long. Captain Erickson, my boss, an eccentric and arrogant Swiss man. He was in charge of the building of the Monitor. I don't like him. He is too full of himself. The ship, known as Erickson's Folly and the Iron Coffin, it will never float. I'm glad I won't be on that ship when it sinks. Erickson says to tell no one, not even my mom. A copperhead! He tosses me a gold dollar. I snatch it up and run. As I run, I hear him say, "You're with me now." I don't know. Should I spy and earn $1 a day but be hanged if I'm caught, or should I continue to work for Mr. Erickson for only 75 cents a week? My head is spinning. Ugh! The Confederate sea monster. The government is afraid that she'll be finished before ours is, and it will wreak havoc on our ships. It looks scary. I think it will float, unlike the Monitor. I learned the name of the copperhead today. He is called Mr. Quinn, and he's got a gun. He questioned me about the ship again and brought me a steak. He tossed me a gold dollar and he ran. He even threatened to shoot me. Erickson is getting flack from the newspaper, and I have my own doubts. The ship's name is the Monitor. I am glad I am not doing my newspaper selling. I'd be selling insults about my own ship. I got in a fight today. I stood up for the Monitor and the boys made me pay. Eventually the church reverend stopped them. Those boys can be mean. Curse them. Shoot, I'm not so happy today. Captain Erickson said I had to be on the Monitor when it launches. Sinks. We're both gonna die. Darn it. I better pray. Woe is me. Today I went to Garrett Falloy. I told him about Mr. Quinn, the copperhead. He told me he'd think of something by the next time I see Mr. Quinn. I hope so. I have confidence in Garrett. Maybe. Yay, double good news today. The Monitor launched, and I live to tell the tale. The Monitor just barely floats right above the waterline. The turret is not yet attached. I was lucky. So is Mr. Erickson. Whew, I thought I was in for it today. Then Garrett Falloy swooped in. He and his boys took down Mr. Quinn. They just smothered him. We won. Good old Garrett, but he still isn't gone. Not Mr. Quinn, no. Today the turret of the Monitor was attached. I think it nicely finishes off the ship. We might actually beat the Confederate sea monster. I do not know if I will sail on the Monitor. The turret will be turned by steam. The turret edge is watertight because of its own weight. It's so heavy. I'm sleeping on the Monitor now. I met the new captain today. He seems alright. He said, "Looks like you like the Monitor, boy." I miss my family. The turret of the Monitor. It looks spacious. But with 19 men in it, it is crowded. The Navy wanted sails on her, but Erickson refused. The ship is to be propelled by a big steam engine. Since most of the ship rides below the water, there will be fans to provide air below decks. It isn't exactly panic, but it's close. People are working day and night on the Monitor. The Merrimack is ahead of us. Parts of the Monitor are still unfinished. The attitude is go, go, go! The final preparations are in progress. We had firing trials. We discovered the ship leaked. No one has dry feet now. I need to say goodbye to my family, but I am afraid Mr. Quinn will nab me before we set off. Yes, Mr. Quinn is caught. Garrett brought a cop. I bid a tearful farewell to my family. But still, Mr. Quinn is caught. I hope he rots in the Union dungeons. Today we will finally set off for Hampton Roads. I think that is where we will fight the Merrimack. The sailors are nervous. I am too. Cross your fingers. Crap! We're caught in a storm. The boat is leaking. You know those fans that bring in air? Well, they are broke. They are boiler fires. We are drowning, burning, and even suffocating. Captain Erickson's tunnels are too short. Curse him. Oh no, I think I'm blacking out. Okay, I'm awake on the turret. You can't breathe in the ship. The captain had hauled me to the top of the turret. I went down too and nearly died. Slowly, we got the fans to start. Now we could go below again. Slowly, the pump started up. But when I tried to go to sleep, water started coming in through the anchor hole. Then we all thought about facing the Confederate sea monster. We entered Hampton Roads. The Virginia is at work. We got our pilot. who will guide us through the many shoals of the Hampton Roads. He didn't think we should fight. He didn't think we could fight. The Merrimack is wreaking havoc on the blockade. The Cumberland succumbed to the Merrimack's ram. The Congress exploded. It burned until the flames got to the ammo dump. Then kaboom went the Congress. The Merrimack is firing at the Minnesota. We are closing in on the Merrimack. We need to intercept it. Our cannons are loaded and they are ready to fire. We have closed in. We have aimed. The next step is to scream insults at each other. Just a sec, you freaking beep. We'll beat the crap out of you. Beep. That's my contribution to the effort. Bash, bash, clang, boom. The battle has started. The speaking tube is broke. I'm running messages. There are chalk marks on the turret floor so the gunners can tell port from starboard. The game is on. Kaboom, crash. The Merrimack was gonna board, so we loaded some canister shot and we blew the crap out of the Merrimack. That'll stop them from boarding. We won, sort of. The Merrimack gave up, but she blew up most of our blockade. At least we didn't sustain any damage. Mostly. Waboom! Crash! Gurgle. In the end, the Merrimack was scuttled. Intentionally sunk. The Confederates did it to keep her out of Union hands. Currently, the Monitor is in a nasty storm. She's sinking, so I'm dying, dead. The end.